please like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper, make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry. You want some?
Hush, Papa, Daddy.
We got no time for that crap.
Give me a heart attack or something.
How sweet it is.
Before the brash laughter of the Honeymooners, Before and Away We Go became a catchphrase, there was a man with a dream, not just to make people laugh, but to make them feel. Welcome to King Cole 1965 for all things Nat King Cole and more. I'm your host, Daniel Lamar Evans. Today's video, we're going to explore the golden voices and the lush sounds of a timeless era. Today's spotlight is on the one and only Jackie Gleason, the showman who quietly became the mood master of romance. While millions knew him as Ralph Kramden, behind the scenes, Gleason was carefully crafting a lush romantic sound, would define an entire genre of mood music. Even though Gleason couldn't read a note of music, but he knew exactly what he wanted to hear. And he had a little help with arrangers like Pete King and George Williams and producer Dick Jones. He also had the service of a great trumpet player named Bobby Hackett. Gleason sold millions of records, all designed to set the mood. Now, Jackie was appearing on the Johnny Carson show back in 1986. Jackie pretty much tells the story on how he got the idea of mood music to help him get a record deal. He shopped around his songs to, pretty much to no avail, but kind of like a woman on a street corner at 5 a.m., rejection gave Jackie that special feeling. He worked harder than ever and borrowed $8,000 and paid for studio time, which consists of the engineers and the musicians, 24 violins and 1 trumpet to record a set of romantic ballads. Once he had those demos done, he kind of made the rounds to other record companies. And again, Jackie was rejected. Now, Jackie was real excited. He threw out the old tapes and he started from scratch, rearranging and re-recording the songs. Well, he went to Capitol Records and they kind of took the bait, and the rest is history. Now, Capitol went on and they put out a good press release, and the first album that he did for the label was called Music for Lovers Only, which it sold 500,000 copies, and that was in 1952. That was Jackie's big debut. Gleason quickly became one of the great album artists, and one of the songs that he wrote himself was called Melancholy Serenade, which went on to become a smash hit, and it was one of Jackie Gleason's theme songs. Gleason would sit at the piano for hours, kind of single fingering melodies. Then Jackie would get a musical director to take musical dictation like a secretary. And this wasn't always an easy process. And Jackie would get kind of upset and, he would go off as, how Gleason was. That's not it. Listen, until, they two can hear the sound inside of his head. And it was basically either Jackie's way or no way at all. He just wasn't having it. It's my way or the highway. Now, there's always been this great debate on whether Jackie actually conducted all these recording sessions. Now, all his albums were done at the New York studios, Capitol Records. And basically, legend has it that all Jackie did was, bring the checks. He really didn't really have anything to do with the recording process of his albums. Now, when I went to Capitol Records back in 1995, I met with Bob Nornberg, that was the mastering engineer at the label. Now, he told me that Jackie would sit at the piano and he would kind of pick the notes, and then he had an arranger where he can tell him what he wanted, basically to put it on paper. But I happened to meet a while back, I had another channel, Abbey Road 1965, but I no longer have it. I just got rid of it and started with the channel that I have. And this gentleman's name was Chuck Pardue. Now, Chuck he has his own channel. I'm gonna leave a link at the description below. He is a big Harry James fan. He has a very good channel. Well, he kind of confirmed that Jackie really didn't have anything to do with it. He just would show up, take pictures, and he'd go on his way. Well, on the album, come Saturday morning, I think he said he was in high school at the time when the album was recorded. So the trumpet player on that album was a guy named Don Goldie. Don kind of took over for Bobby Hackett because I think Jackie wanted Bobby to work on this album, but I think Bobby, at the time, I think he was kind of ill. So Chuck said he went with Don Goldie to the session. And he said when they walked in the studio, I guess Capitol Records was there and they were taking, I guess Ken Veter was still the photographer for the label. And he kind of stood at the podium. They took all the pictures and stuff. And once they got through, Chuck said Jackie stood, he took his baton, he gave it over to George Williams, and out the door he went. So that was a pretty interesting story. I kind of believe what he said. So, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about that. In the liner notes to A Taste of Brass for Lovers Only, Jackie Gleason has devoted a large part of his efforts as a masterminder of wonderful listening music to create kind of sweet sounds. In Gleason's other album, Lover's Portfolio, music for cocktails, listening, dancing, and loving even came with a briefcase with a handwritten note from Gleason, the great one, and a booklet walking listeners through the stages of seduction and offering drink recipes for each step in the process. If you really sipped all those drinks, the average swinger would be prone on the couch, basically falling asleep. While Jackie Gleason was known as a television icon and a comedy genius, his vision as a recording artist was no less than brilliant. At the heart of Jackie's lush string-soaked albums was his longtime producer Dick Jones. Jones helped bring Gleason's sonic dreams to life, overseeing recording sessions, working with arrangers, and ensuring the sound was exactly what Jackie envisioned: romantic, rich, and cinematic. Now that will do it on my story on the great one, the mood master himself, Jackie Gleason. This is King Cole 1965 for all things Nat King Cole and more. I'm your host, Daniel Lamar Evans. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon so you'll be updated for all my future videos and to help my channel grow. Until next time, take care. Bye.